Hey y'all, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Sorry, I look a mess and I'm tired of shit.
As always.
Go to hell. Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about toxic, well, mainly me gonna be talking about toxic parents. There's two types of toxic parents. It's the overly strict parents or the parents that just be trying to be your friend. And
that's my parent right there.
that's Tay's parents, the cool, lenient ass parent that lets him go outside all day and night. He ain't got it. He when the street lights come on, he still could be outside. And I had the overly strict parent. And what I have to say is about the overly strict parent, like, the overly strict parent does not mentally prepare you for the outside world, especially if you can't go certain places or if you can't experience certain things. Like, I was in middle school and wasn't able to, like, walk to the pop machine. Like, I was in middle school, wasn't able to, like, walk to the pop machine and stuff like that, or go to the skating rink, or just be a kid. Like, I wasn't allowed to do that because it was like overly fear. It was like, I'm trying to protect you, but at the same time, I don't want nothing to happen to you. And it's like that. So when I started going out, like, and doing stuff, I automatically felt like I was, like, gonna get pulled over all the time, or I had to follow the rule all the time, and I had social anxiety. I was awkwardly weird, like, and even then when I was in high school, I still couldn't do nothing. Like, when me and Tay were together, I would have to come home at, I'm telling you, I was 18 having to come home at 10. I would have to come home at 10.
Man, that shit was annoying, I ain't gonna lie.
And Tay was 17, and he's going downtown and being downtown until like 2, 3 in the morning. Like, I'm 18, you're 17. Why can't you be out and I can't? Like, that was like a real, like, rock hard thing in our relationship, because he would want to do stuff and I couldn't do nothing for, like, no reason. But it's like, that shit mentally breaks you down. Like, it's damn near like prison, especially if you get on, like, long, babe.
Alright, my fault.
Especially if you get into, like, long ass punishments and shit. Like, I was on punishment one time that my mom forgot. She was literally calling my phone, and when she got home, she got on my ass because she was calling my phone and I didn't have it, because she forgot that I was on punishment. Like, I was on punishment for that long, like, or like I was on punishment for 6 months at one time, like, for grades. But it's like, I really could not do nothing. I had to, my friends wasn't, even if my mama got mad and stuff like that, like, she'd be like, well, you have to come home at this time, if she got mad at me or anything like that. Mind you, I'm in high school at this point, so it's like, you lose friends for that shit. Like, even when I was younger and I would go out in the hallway or something with my friends, like, one day, but there's so many stories I could tell y'all. One day I did some kid shit, ran out in the rain, and she came in and she saw that I was running out in the rain, and she came outside and called me in the house, and then she was like, oh, well, Tynesha can't come outside no more. And I begged her not to do that. Or even like when I got on punishment, she sent this mass text to everybody saying that how I was gonna be on punishment, and I text them back when I get my phone. Like, that shit, it embarrasses you. Like, it makes you, it isolates you. Like, overly strict parents isolate you from the world. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's cool to put your kids on. I'm not telling you how to be a parent, but it's cool to put your kids on punishment and shit. But let your kid be a kid. Let your kid go outside. Let your kid go to the movies. Let your kid be a teenager while still being a parent. You don't have to be overly lenient or overly strict. You could be right in the middle. Like, comfortable enough for your kid to come to you and talk to you. And, like, that's why me and my mom relationship wasn't always close, because I couldn't talk to her about nothing for real, because, like, she would, like, spaz out or anything like that, or I wouldn't talk to her because she wouldn't let me go somewhere, and she would just say no for no reason, or like Like, it was crazy. Like, I'd be like, oh, can I go to this game rink? No. Or anything like that. Or even if I was to go somewhere, I would have to come home at my curfew. I couldn't stay out a little longer than what it was. Like, it was bad, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It was terrible as hell. But like I said, it mentally drains you. Like, that's some shit that mentally will put you on the edge to be like, I'm finna end it all. Cause if this is what life gonna be like all my life, then I don't want to be here no more. Like, I didn't know what fun was until I met Tay. Like, I did not have no fun. Like, especially, and then like the overly strict parents, like they think it's cool, like when you get on punishment, to tell the whole family, like, where was the rule at for y'all when you like, what happens in this house stays in the house. But as soon as my ass get on punishment, it's not a what happens in this house stays in this house. What happened in the house goes all over the damn family. They telling the whole family shit. Like, I'm telling you, it was embarrassing. It was draining. Like, even then when I'm going somewhere and I'm on punishment. Well, she's on punishment, so she doesn't have her phone. Like, okay. And even when she did used to do that, like, my TTs used to look at her like, we get it. Like, you don't have to do that. We get it. Like, and then they still would let me watch something on the phone. Like, my mom was an overbearing parent. Like, an overly strict parent. And even Tay can vouch. Like, Tay was 16. I was 16. Tay was 16. I was 17. He'd be like, so you can't do this? So you can't do this with me? Or so we can't go here? Like, or like, if I'd be over Tay's mama house, like, she would want me to check in or tell her, like, what we doing and stuff like that. Like, I'm clearly over there for a reason because I feel safe over there. His mama is just not gonna let us go outside and get killed. Like, she cares for us. Like,
see, now that's when I want to tell my version of how I feel like toxic is. See, my version of toxic is where they damn near don't care about your ass and they just let you do anything and everything just to not hear from your mouth type shit. That's my version of toxicity, where they just let you out the crib. You damn near don't even gotta tell them where you going. You just finna leave. Like, I remember being like 9 years old, just saying, I'm finna go outside and play with my friends. Okay. Some shit like that. Like, I never really had like no boundaries, and it is cool, but it's dangerous at the same time, because it's like not putting no boundaries on the kid. Kids are curious. You're gonna put yourself in some effed up positions. And anybody that knows me knows I was in a lot of those type of positions in my life. And it's like, if I would have had a little bit more structure, not too much structure where it's on her shit. Now that ain't even structure. I don't know what the hell that is. But you gotta have some type of structure for your kid. You gotta have boundaries for your kid. You can't do this. You gotta earn it, basically. The shit I was able to do, I didn't earn. Like, I was bad as shit. My grades was terrible. I wasn't dumb. I just didn't show up to school, or I was suspended or some shit. So my grades wasn't always there. I would be missing school. I'd skip school, but yet I could still do whatever the hell I wanted to do type shit. So it's like, I believe in freedom, but I believe in earned freedom. And it's like, I believe that shouldn't nothing have happened to me. Like, you start to develop this mindset of like lack of consequences. Like, nothing should happen to, not saying you feel untouchable, because you still understand you're gonna put yourself in positions where you understand where life will humble you. But at the same time, when consequences do happen, you're not used to consequences type shit. Like, you avoid a lot of consequences. But
okay, we back, y'all.
But yeah, y'all. So what I was saying is, basically, you don't understand consequences, basically. So when consequences do come your way, you don't believe they should be happening to your ass. And it's like, that's not good all the time. Like, again, on the opposite end, on the other extreme end, where you believe everything is scared, you scared of every single thing. On the other extreme end, you ain't scared of shit. You don't understand caution. Like, you don't know when to stop. You don't understand boundaries. You don't know when to quit. which you should have that no quitting attitude, but sometimes if you don't stop, that's gonna cost you your life or some shit. Or it's just gonna put you in some predicaments you shouldn't have even been in if you would have never did it in the first damn place. Which is what I went through my entire life. And it's like, again, that allowed me to figure myself out and allow me to grow. I bumped my head a lot. But if I would have just had somebody to just say, nah, don't do it that way. Nah, don't do this, don't do that. I could have had that guidance that I needed growing up. To the mistakes, the amount of mistakes I would have made would have been cut way, way short. And I wouldn't have to go through a lot of the things that I went through. But again, it's life. It is what it is. Can't complain about it. I don't blame my mama at the end of the day. Cause shit, I'm a grown ass man. But as a kid, shit, that shit was fun. It was cool as a kid. You feel me? You can go wherever, say whatever, do whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. It feel cool as a kid. But when I had Yasin, I ain't gonna lie, it made me realize, like, I don't want him to be like this. Cause I know for a fact, if bro coming in my house 4 o'clock in the damn morning, he getting punched in his shit and the door's gonna be there. And that's if the doors is unlocked. Cause I'm locking them hoes. And I'm changing the lock. So, shit, he ain't gonna be able to get back in the crib. But that wasn't the case for me. I was allowed to do anything and everything. And I feel like, yeah, that's not good. Kids shouldn't learn that way. It should be structured to where you're allowed to do things. You're allowed to do things if you earn it. You got good grades, okay, you can do a little bit of things. You ain't got good grades, all right, shit, you ain't gonna do it until you get those grades up. That type shit. You doing good in sports, okay, you get rewarded for it. You the team captain, get rewarded for it. Oh, you ain't doing good in your sport, you ain't getting rewarded for shit. Like, you gotta earn these things in life. But yeah, moral of the story is toxic parents don't allow you to grow as a person. It stunts growth, basically.
Yeah.
Toxic parents stunt growth. And then as you get older, it makes you not want to hang out with that person. Because nobody wants to hang out with a buzzkill and nobody wants to hang out with a pushover. Like, those two people, both sides are extremes that nobody wants to hang out with. Like with the toxic parent that don't let you go out, nobody wants to hang. That's a buzzkill. Nobody, when you get older, nobody want to hang out with that shit unless you're that type of person. Like that's lame as hell. And then again, a pushover. Nobody want a yes man around on that. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Both sides is toxic. They don't allow you to know who your friends are, because then you're gonna take a lot of shit from your friends. It not only teaches you. What you learn in the house is what you apply in the real world. So it's like, if you seeing this shit in the house, that's gonna, your friends, your friend group and your environment is gonna reflect that shit. It's gonna reflect the inside. So it's like, don't be a toxic parent, y'all, man. And if you are a toxic parent, stop being one.
Rethink it. It's like an overly strict parent creates a person that just lives in fear. Like, until Tay pushed me over the edge, like, I was living in fear. Like, I did not want to do nothing. And Tay would be like, why you don't want to do this? Like, you think I'm going to put you in danger? Like, just like running red lights. I never started running red lights until I got with Tay. Like, and I only used to do it by myself, or like when Tay was in the car, if my little sister was in the car. Like, I never ran red lights because I was so nervous. Like, I thought a cop was on every end. Or I never rode around with my music real loud or nothing like that.
She think that's the coolest shit ever, that I run real loud.
Like, a lot of the shit that Tay used to do when I used to go over his house, or like that his mom let us do, like, I was never allowed to walk around or nothing like that. We was walking around the neighborhood, going to Mr. Warren basketball court. I'm watching them play basketball and stuff like that. Meanwhile, my mama texting me talking about why are you not at the house? Why are you at the court? Like, where is the court at? Whole time, it's literally a house over, like damn near a street over. Or like, she used to let us go to McDonald's 3, 4 in the morning. I thought that shit was cool as hell. Like, I'm like, damn, I wish my mom was like that, like, so I could get some freedom. But like, I was living in fear. Like, And I do, like, now I don't even, that shit can affect you even now. Like, I don't even be want to go nowhere. Like, Tay has to push my ass out of the house, literally, or he gotta talk shit and be like, oh well, babe, you don't never want to go nowhere, this and that. Like, that shit, like he said, that shit's a buzzkill. Like, I don't know how I didn't lose Tay, cause Tay could do everything. Like, and I couldn't do shit.
And down there, I ain't gonna lie, we down there the perfect combination, because she went from overly strict and I went from overly lenient. So when you mix the two, it creates a in-between.
Yeah.
Because like now I know a decent amount of boundaries, but that's the last thing I wanted to say.
Yeah, like, even if it's not really good to have an overly strict, a friend that's got an overly strict parent. But I'm telling you, hanging out with Tay, y'all, like, I'm not scared of shit no more. Like, nothing. Like, I might jump if he scared me or something, but like, he's taught me to like stand my ground, all of that. Like, even when we was younger, he like taught me, like, when you talking to somebody, you gotta look them in their eyes so you can know it's, so they can know you serious and know it's real. And he was the one that taught me, like, you don't let nobody hit you first. You hit their ass first if they get close enough to your face. Like, I'm telling you, having a over lenient, like, fiance or a significant other, and then you had an overly strict parent, it really teaches you a lot. Like, y'all really teach each other a lot. But every time I tell Tay shit, he be like, damn, like, I'm sorry. Like, he be apologizing. But yeah, that's all for this video today. This was actually a good video, babe. Do you agree? Yeah,
I like this video. Even though we was rambling a lot, if y'all made it to this video, thank you. But
if you made it to the end.
Yeah, if you made it to the end, thank you. And yeah.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. And thank y'all for watching.